Hey, Dr. Wagner here with Patient Mastery, where we help awesome chiropractors become the go-to doc with your best collections and more time off. I'm gonna show in this video how 3 + 2 equals a lot more money and a bigger practice. And this stems from, I remember how much of a struggle it was in practice, starting from scratch. No one knew me, not knowing how to either charge for care or bill insurance, and hopefully you're not there. Hopefully you're many years beyond this, but we still get stuck in traps the same way I did starting in practice of I have all these different options, which one should I choose? There's no set standards in chiropractic, and if something crosses front of my eye and it sounds good enough, okay, I'll try it. And then investment, time, energy may be lost, and then we start hunkering in and we're like, what can I trust? What will work? So based on that experience and 10 years of helping really good chiropractors and seeing every scenario in the book, 3 + 2 equals more money. So the first thing, the reason it's in red, is 3 things that sabotage good chiropractors from moving forward. But the first thing, no matter where you are, too many docs, 10, 20, 30 years in practice, the first sabotage is the hope and wait approach. I've been in practice 15 years. I have a lot of great Google reviews. I've got a decent patient base. I've got visibility in the community. And you know what? The more time that goes by, I'll get more referrals. I'll organically get more reviews. More people will know I exist, and it'll just grow naturally. That's not how it works. Time doesn't really solve anything. New strategy, new action, new energy, doing things newly. Unless it's just passive interest on an investment, time, hoping and waiting isn't going to change it. If anything, it usually declines because people are looking for new and new energy, and maybe that's the younger doc moving in. So hoping and waiting, just check in with yourself. Do you find yourself in that realm of, I've been doing it so long, it should just happen naturally? All that's going to happen is you're going to stay where you are, but the definition of coasting means you've got to be going downhill to get momentum, meaning practice is lowering. So be careful of that. The next one is doing new things that don't feel right. So let's say incongruent. And I don't mean they're illegal or unethical or anything like that, but if you line up 10 chiropractors who have bigger practices than yours and more new patients than yours, they will have 10 different ways of the majority of their new patients coming to them. We all have different talents and where we put our energy, and there's no one right way. Otherwise everyone would be doing it, but that's not the case. You know, chiropractors who you look up to, they all have different techniques, they all have different sizes of offices, obviously locations, maybe modalities or non-modalities, and of course, what's their new patient attraction focus? But what happens is when you're in a stressed place, when not enough new patients are coming in, you start seeing, well, you could do this, you could do this, you could do this. And surely it works for some docs, but let's just say the last thing you want to do is get up in front of people and start speaking. Well, then you shouldn't do dinner talks or go offer to speak in front of a group, because you're going to dread it and it's not going to come off well. Or you may hear some docs have great experience doing screenings on the weekends, but you know what? The thought of you holding a spine and doing a screening when you could be with your kids, and that's just not what you feel like as a doctor to do, they're probably not going to work out. However, a doc who does love screenings, it is going to work out for them. The bottom line is, it's so easy to fall into, I need to do something, and then we rush into something that doesn't feel right. You know in your heart, in your gut, does it feel inspired to do this? Hey, maybe it takes a learning curve, maybe it's going to take reps and effort, just like anything in life, but there's a difference between I'm going to put energy towards this and have to pull away from other areas compared to this puts a knot in my stomach. So be careful. Are you doing anything now inside your practice or new patient attraction wise that just isn't congruent with you? Most likely it's more sabotaging, and there's always another medium that you can choose. And the last one, the third one of primary sabotages, we're talking about sabotages right here, is, what's DFY stand for? That boy. Done for you, shiny object. Now, shiny objects is too good to be true. I just put my credit card here and new patients are gonna flow in. Oh, not just new patients who are a perfect fit for my practice, wanna pay cash and wanna stay with me forever. And you could choose your realm of practice. Now, there's nothing wrong with done-for-you services. I endorse a lot of them, and there's certain components of practice where your CAs or you don't have to do it. That's worthwhile to pay some every month. However, I want you to think about this too. All those chiropractors who are above your level and you look up to, would any of them say, the top 3 reasons for my success are a done-for-you service? Over the long run, not like, oh, this worked for a quarter or once. Nope, not one of them will. You know why? Because it's not how success works. Shiny objects, that's for people when they're in stressed states. That's what they go after. Now, think about those same docs who are more successful than you, you look up to, you admire them, and if you said, what are the staples for your success in practice? Of course, they wouldn't say, oh yeah, this random done-for-you service. They may say, that's a component of my practice, but it's not the reason for my success. So when you're in stuck or declining mode, don't go for the ancillary stuff, go for the primary. Community, that's both DCs and your town. You have a community of DCs who inspire you, who are there for you with any questions you have, show you the process. Absolutely native. It's rare to be on your own island and be successful. In your own town, known for being the go-to in the conditions that you have the most confidence in. And it's not hard, whether it's shaking hands or getting up and speaking or being a sponsor or helping out, to get more into your community. Actually getting one-to-one coaching for your needs. A Facebook group isn't gonna cut it, guys. Is there value? Sure. It's not gonna double you. Browsing in a Facebook group of good chiropractors. 2, the exceptional new patient experience. Right there, just this one thing causes people to talk about you, follow your recs, pay you out of pocket even when they hoped insurance would cover it all, even though it comes after people already schedule, from the first phone call to them saying, can we start today? Here's my credit card. Do you accept Visa? When you own an incredible new patient experience, inherently, that has life send you more new patients to provide it to. Life is on your side. And in this experience, that includes knowing how to charge, not what you're worth. Who cares what you think you're worth? As chiropractors, we are so in our heads and have no idea how to charge. What is it worth to the typical patient who you get them back to their life, out of pain for decades, being able to be with their children, play their sports, be with their spouse, watch TV without pain? What's that worth? And what can you charge that makes you feel good and them feel like it's a steal? When you own how to charge and how to get paid, get your recommendations followed, it's going to naturally enhance new patient attraction. Everything changes. You avoid these 3 in terms of that's going to solve all of my practice problems, and you start focusing on where can I start doing more of and learning these 2, that is what has practices double in more time off, and most importantly, loving waking up in the morning and going to practice Monday through Thursday and having Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off every single weekend, not just on national holidays. Follow this, start doing what are the ones you can get your hands on quickest. If you need help with either of these 2, go to patientmastery.com, set up a complimentary call with one of my coaches. We will show you exactly what it looks like, how to install it into your practice, regardless of your technique, location, insurance, cash, philosophy. We've helped every kind of chiropractor under the sun because these are principles that work to grow your practice and love doing it in less time and changing more people's lives. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all you do day in and day out, helping more people get back to their life.